All right, so congratulations. We're now in escrow and it's home inspection time. So this is a fun time because we get to come back, see the house. I will suggest that when we schedule this home inspection, I will always suggest the sellers to be out of the property. Them, their dogs, their animals, their lizards, or birds, whatever it is, like I would just want them out of the property so that we can comfortably spend 3 hours there. That's usually the duration of what they are because we want to make sure that we're looking at everything from the plumbing, the roof, the foundation, the pool, the anything that's involved, right? So this is our one opportunity to see the true condition of the property. And so I highly recommend having multiple inspections. So I went a little bit crazy on the houses that I bought, and it's with reason because I'm in this industry for a long time. There's a lot of crazy stuff that I see. Sometimes sellers aren't always super honest, right? Like they want their home to be sold and they give us these home disclosures and hey, has there been any past leaks? No. And then later we find out that there's a home insurance claim. Oh, I forgot about that one. Like, granted, I guess they could, but I wouldn't forget about a leak. So, anywho, so this is our real one opportunity to do a home inspection and really dive deep. So, your average home inspection cost is going to be anywhere between 550 to 850. It depends on how big the property is. It also depends on if you have a pool or not. Some additional inspections you can get is an HVAC, so your heating and air. You can get another inspection for that. Usually runs you about 200 bucks. Termite, 100 to 150 bucks, but that's something that you really want to look into because termites are no joke. Having a bad AC is no joke, right? Roof inspection. So lucky for you guys watching this, I have a roofer that does inspections at no cost because he loves me to death and I give him lots of business. So we'll have your roof inspected. So if there's any areas of concern, we're allowed to have our additional inspections if we want. So let's say we go to the home inspection and we say, hey, I didn't realize that the electrical was old braided wiring. Like this is going to need a lot more than I thought. Let's get an electrician out here to give us an actual bid. So we do have, traditionally it's 17 days. Sometimes people shorten it to 10, but that's plenty of time for me to organize to getting inspectors there as well. And of course I want you there, but just know if there's any inspections that you can't make it to, that's why you hire me. So I'll be there for you. I'll advocate for you. I'll make sure that we get the proper bids because that's another big thing is as a listing agent, people will send me a request for repairs when I'm selling a house and say, here, we want $15,000. And I'm like, for what? Like there's nothing, you're not providing any reports. You're just asking for an erroneous 15 grand because you found out that the pool needs some issues. And yeah, maybe the eaves are a little bit rotted and you have a maybe some sort of patio cover that's a little bit wobbly, like right, like there could be things that are really small that don't equate to that much amount of money and then they're just asking me for 15 grand just to make their buyer happy and ultimately do less work for themselves, right? But I'm never on the listing agent side going to suggest that my clients pay 15 grand with no actual proof. So that's where you want to make sure that you have the proper proof. So I have contractors, I have tile guys, I have foundation specialists. Like I'm going to be able to get us whatever we need to make sure that I can prove, hey, if I'm asking for 15 grand, it's with good reason. Like here are these bids. This actually has to happen. This is a structural problem, or there's more mold, or there's this. And so it's really important to dive deep on those home inspections. Now, I will tell you this, it is not a California state requirement to have a home inspection. Like what? Like it's crazy to me that it's not a legal requirement. So you could waive it altogether, but I would never, never, never suggest that. Even if you're buying a brand new home in 2024, 2025, 2021, like anything that's within 20 years, I'm like, yay, this is pretty new, right? But a lot of the times there's mistakes done on new builds as well. So I always suggest spending the money. This is a huge investment, hundreds of thousands of dollars, and your inspections in total, if you went crazy, is probably going to be under 1,500 bucks. So is 1,500 bucks worth making sure that you know everything about this house you're about to invest in for 30 years? Yeah, I think it is. So again, if you have me on your side, not to worry. I'll negotiate some repairs. I'll get us some bids and we're going to know exactly the condition of that property.